right, thank you. Showing up for yourself and as yourself. Anybody here that says, I am who I am? Or you know anybody that says that? Right? Let me ask you a question. We were here today. What was the color of the clothing of the fourth speaker? I see faces. I see 5 different answers, including like, please don't ask me. That's our memory. It's faulty at best. I work at the university and I love research, but it's faulty at best. That's our memory. That's one part. The second part is the second question is, what do you think the main message was of that speaker? And what do you think the intention was? If I would go around this room, we'd probably have 100 different answers and we'd fight about it for hours. Those are our emotions. So when they're both faulty, I realized, who am I? Who am I really? We are a cup of consciousness given to us, partly genetics, partly by our parents, but we choose that recipe and you can change it. And when you can change it, you can improve it. So there are 2 parts of our body. One is the storyteller. As I'm standing here, your storyteller is going on and on, trying to make sense of the world around you. Where's this guy from? Why does he have an accent? Did I close the back door? What do I got to do tomorrow? I'm not going to drink this afternoon. So you get the picture, right? That's your storyteller. You can actually tone your storyteller down, or you can tone it up. Tone it down, you can take prescription or not drugs, right? Ritalin, Xanax. You can tone it down, you can meditate. You can only also give it a louder voice. How? Just drink 3 glasses of vodka, see what happens. Even though it's toxic for our physical body, our storyteller loves it. I'm firmly in charge. I'm doing it all. I'm in charge. But we forget our physical body. Now, our physical body, we can start listening to it, right? Or we can deny it. There are people who literally work themselves to death. They run the marathon and they drop dead at the end of that race because the storyteller is saying, I am not stopping. I'm going to finish this race. Forget about it. There are people who even game themselves to death, which is amazing to me, right? So these are the 2 bodies. So you can tone them up and tone them down. So how do I start listening to my body? So I got the advice, start meditating. Here were the 3 phases that I went through in meditation. First one was, my first experience at meditation was amazing. I loved it. And I think my storyteller was not yet aware of what was happening, so loved it as well. Second time was prepared though. And I'm sitting down and I'm starting meditating. I go, this is nonsense. Why am I meditating? I'm not cut out for this. I'm too busy. Look at the Birkenstock hippies. I'm not doing this, etc. Right? So I went through it because it was worthwhile enough for me. Because even if if your physical body cannot talk to you, it's communicating to you. It's trying to communicate to you. When I got through the phase of quieting down my storyteller, I finally got to the second level in meditation, which is listening to my physical self. And my physical self said sleep, so I immediately fell asleep. So I Googled it, and guess what? Harvard had some research done, and this Harvard professor, after 6 months, found the answer. Unbelievable. Here's the answer. You know why some people fall asleep during meditation? Because they don't get enough sleep. So his research conclusion was, you will not fall asleep during meditation if you get enough sleep. It sounds silly, but it's absolutely amazing. The third phase of meditation for me was I finally started to get glimpses of like reality, of oneness, of beautifulness, and it was so awesome. So my realization was, I do not get my biggest insight. I didn't get that from studying, from some motivational 5-second quotes on Facebook, from running from one task to another. But I remembered what the Buddha said. He said, meditate for 20 minutes a day. Unless you're too busy, then meditate for an hour. Started doing that. I want to tell all of you, I think the beauty of life is not found in doing more and more and more and running from task to task to task. It's doing less and less, but focusing on those tasks that you are currently doing and enjoy the moment. And going back, we choose our memory. We heard that today. You choose your memory and you choose your emotions. Choose a good one and have fun this afternoon. Thank you so much.